Right, respected dear friends, welcome one more day. Let us sit together. Let us ponder over Bhagavad Gita. Let us try to tune to Lord Krishna's words of wisdom. Let us try to grasp them, see the deep meaning in that, and see how they can be utilized in our own lives, outer and inner performances, evolutions, and successes. We are here giving you the knowledge of Gita. First, to know, make you know that there is some text called as Gita. It's such a glorious knowledge in it, which helps us in our outer worldly achievements, which helps us in tuning ourselves to the highest goal. Well, as a human, we can achieve the highest goal. Why can't we know it and tune to it and get it? And we have seen umpty number of times only when we have tuned to higher than highest goal and trying to achieve that only that we avoid ourselves falling into the trap of the world and all the nonsense. There's no other way. So, protecting us from falling down, which gives us dukkha, and helping us in rising above, which gives us sukha, which two are the goal of every human being. All of us want to avoid misery, all of us want to have the happiness. Zero misery, 100% happiness. How to do that? That's the whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita. That deep purpose is there hidden in it. If we have that expansive vision to visualize every chapter of Gita and are able to comprehend the entire Gita in one go, one look, if you have that bird's eye view, it will come to you when you read Gita some 10, 12 times, seriously, sincerely, genuinely. In the first go, only we are just trying to open the book, trying to chant the mantras, trying to see the literal meaning, trying to just find some greatness in it. And then once we are inspired with that greatness, then when we put our effort extra, then all these things what we said now about the Gita will be understood. Thereafter, other than Gita, you will not go to any other text to study. This is all in all. It inspires us, it informs us, it empowers us, it guides us, it protects us from pitfalls and downfalls. Everything which a God and a Guru and a mother and father do to us to save us, to help us to grow, all of that are done by Gita Mata. There's no doubt at all. But we should have the love for it, art of studying it, interest in it, and give the time and give the mind, and have thoda dimag also to understand it, and no ego to have any biasness, and no misguidance for the from the unnecessary nonsense people who demoralize your interest to study Gita. ये सब कुछ ठीक तरह आप अपने आप को संभालोगे ना, then Gita is the bestest of the torch for you, bestest of the light. I'm sure, sure, sure. Clear? Now, like every day today, also we'll have three topics: Bhagavad Gita. Then we have our common sense thought. Then we'll have our MAHA ASHTAKAM 7th shloka. So tomorrow 8th one is then the Falashruti. That's how 2 more days we'll see. Let us, like every day, start with our prayers. Be conscious in chanting the Om 3 times. Be alert with the knowing of meaning, which we have told you so many times, of the mantra Sahanamavatu and also the Guru mantra. And today being Friday, maybe 1 or 2 mantra of a mother we chant. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The mantra for goddess of learning, Mother Saraswati, and also to the Rishi Muni. Veda mantra. I'll just chant for you 2 minutes. Just listen. ॐ नमो वाचे याचोदिताय चानुदिता तस्यै वाचे नमो नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमः ऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रकृद्भ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मां ऋषयो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतय पराधुर्मां ऋषीन् मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतीन् परादां वैश्वदेवीं वाचमुद्यासकुं शिवामदस्तां जुष्टां देवेभ्यः शर्म मेद्यौ शर्म पृथिवी शर्म विश्वमिदं जगतो शर्म चन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापति भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्मा अहमिदमुपस्तरणमुपस्तृणमुपस्तरणं मे प्रजायै पशूनां भूयादुपस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासं प्राणापानौ मृत्योर्मापातं प्राणापानौ मामाहासिष्टं मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधु अदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासकं शुश्रूषेण्या मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरो नु वदन्तु ओम शांति 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 such Veda mantras, stotras, shlokas, bhajana, kirtana, all of these you have to revel in. Only then in this Kali Yuga we can protect ourselves from falling down. Clear? Now, what's common sense thought? What's our Mahalakshmi Ashtakam? Anyway, we'll see. The first of all our today's projects is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are into the Dashamodhyaya Vibhuti Yoga. Just into our 3 days, maybe aaj, kal, parsu ke baad, we'll start what are the Vibhutis which we have to practice the presence of Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself will tell when Arjuna asks. But before that, clarity about Bhagavan, clarity of knowledge about Bhagwan, clarity about how to worship Bhagwan, clarity about when we worship Bhagwan, how he blesses us. We have to know. The actual clarity of Bhagwan is Etam Vibhutim Yogam Cha Mama Yovetti Tattvataha. The two things is, one is Bhagwan himself is in the form of the entire world. Second, Bhagwan himself is beyond the name and form of the world. Third, that Bhagwan who is in the form of entire the world, beyond the world, Tattvataha, is our own self, self of all. This is the actual Bhagwan. Okay, then what we have to know about him other than this, apart from this, as it is said in that verse number 8th one. What is that? Aham sarvasya prabhavaha mattaha sarvam pravartate. The superficial meaning is everything has come from the Lord, everything is sustaining, doing whatever is because of the Lord. The deeper meaning is what? What is the meaning of sarvasya prabhavaha? Whatever you have in this world, in any number of names, forms, sizes, colors, creed, for all of them, the substratum is pure existence, pure consciousness. That is the God. From that standpoint, everything has come from Lord. So too, Mata Sarvam Pravartate, any of the all of us, any works we are doing with buddhi, with mana, with indriyas, with sharira, in the world with all instruments, only when they exist, when I exist, that's possible. Therefore, that existence Paramatma alone is a cause for every pravartana that is being done by every existing things and beings. Iti matva. Knowing this way, the Lord, to realize that Lord who is beyond that, we have to do the bhajana of the Lord. So that the Lord alone is there in our mind, no other distracting things. Therefore, iti matva bhajante mam buddhaha bhava samanvitaha. With full devotion, such wise people only do my bhajana. And what is bhajana? All our faculties should be employed, engaged, only in doing what they can do related to God. All faculties, whatever they have capacities to do, with those capacities, doing only those things which are related to the God, that's called as bhajana. Like the mouth can talk. So when you only talk about the God, then that's a bhajana. Ears can listen. Now through the ears, when you listen about the glory of God, it's bhajana. Eyes can see. So with eyes, when you only see the divine forms, that's called bhajana. Is it not? Nose and smells. Only when you smell the beautiful prasada or sorry, fragrant flower that are offered to the Lord, then it is called as the bhajana. Hands can work. So when you do the upasana puja to the Lord, that's called a bhajana. Legs can walk. When the legs can take you to temple, do the production and all, that's a bhajana. So do the mind. Mind can have imaginations, projections. Mind can have sankalpa, vikalpa. All of that when they are related to God, then we are doing bhajana. Buddhi can search the cause, search the reason, discriminate, analyze, come to a decision. All when they are for the Lord, about the God, then the buddhi के द्वारा हमने भजन किया. In this way, we have to do. Then only we discover the God as experience in us, about which we have heard theory so far from 7th chapter onwards. Clear? Then how to do all these faculties, make them involved in Bhagwan? That is why this sloka number 9, which we studied for 3 full days, because of the importance of that. And I'm sure you have heard all of them. If not, listen again. Note the important essential points. Listening is the only way to know, my dear friends. Again and again, listening is the only way to remember. And then contemplating on that alone is the only way to understand the facts of it. Then starting to practice the only way to get the experience what is promised by them. See that beautiful shloka number 9. Machittaha madgata pranaha बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च. Exhaustively we saw 3 days. Machittaha, whose mana buddhi, chitta ahankara are offered to the God. For details, listen to yesterday day before. Madgata pranaha, whose indriyas, whose prana shakti, whose life also is only for the sake of the Lord. Madgata prana. Bodhayanta Parasparam, who are trying to make each other understand about the God only. When two such great devotees meet, such people, you and your friend can do this work. Bodhayanta, don't do the bodha of anything other than God. Bodha means educating. Not like today's education system, every nonsense is taught other than the Lord. It should be the other way around. First teach about the Lord, then let us see if required. So, bodhayantah parasparam, educating about the glory of Lord, divinity of the Lord, presence of the Lord. Then kathayantah samam, doing the kathanam about Bhagavan's speciality. Bodha is educating about God. Kathanam is what? Speaking about the Lord, how He is all pervading, all powerful, all, knowledgeable, and all kind and all compassionate. In this way, telling about kathanam of the Lord. Like when your father gives you a nice new gift, don't you do the kathanam of your father with your friends? My father has given me today, my birthday. Kathanam isko kehte. So to your brother has done your homework. So you tell others, मेरे भाई ने मेरे homework किया. Kathanam. So to Lord is the one because of whom I am alive, because of whom I have the faculties, because of whom I have the talents, because of whom I got the opportunity, because of whom I was aware to make use of opportunity, because of whom I performed in those opportunities, because of whom I got this great success reward award. That's called Kathayanta. Katha भगवान का ही कहना है. We say ना सरदार पटेल के बारे में कहो. That's called katha. So we tell from his birth and all. So we have to tell katha only Bhagavan in our life everywhere. And while doing so, tushyanti ramanti, fully contented and in a joyful, playful mood. Ramanti means enjoying that only as sport, no other sport. Tushyanti, feeling contentment in that, in doing the above 3 things. Machittaha, Madgata Pranaha, Bodhayanta Paraspara. Okay, after this we saw. Now in this today's shloka, we'll see 2 shlokas we'll do together. What will Bhagwan bless us with when we do this bhajana of the Lord in these 5 forms after knowing that He is the one from whom the world has come and He is the one because of whom everything is happening. Aham sarvasya prabhaha matta sarvam pravartate. With these 2 knowledges in the background, when we are doing His bhajana, that is machitta, madhya, prana, ityadi, ityadi, what is the phala out of it? What the Lord will bless us. Lord Himself is saying. Therefore, when He Himself is saying this, should be no doubt at all. He should be faithful. That's how the Gita makes us understand and accept presence of the Lord, blessings given by the Lord in the form of all faculties, opportunities. Then when you use them and do His worship, as He tells what He blesses with us. So all these beautiful things which give an anchor to our life, a goal to our life, a direction to our life. Is it not? That's the greatest help the Gita ji does for the ones who are with faith studying it. Now here Lord will give us promises. These are the things I am going to give you when you worship me. 2 shlokas they go together. Therefore they will study today, if required tomorrow also. 4 times we'll do. Okay. Before that, like every day our chantings. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीगीता शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीनारद श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीगीता शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूति योगः। श्री भगवानुवाच दशम एकादशौ श्लोकौ। Very powerful these two also, like the earlier three, which told how the Lord is and how we have to worship. Now, what Lord will bless us with is the best and beautiful thing. Okay, let us chant together. Tesham satata yuktanam, Tesham satata yuktanam, Tesham satata yuktanam, Tesham satata yuktanam, Bhajatam priti purvakam, Bhajatam priti purvakam, Bhajatam priti purvakam, Bhajatam priti purvakam, Dadami buddhi yogam tam, ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं, ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं, ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं, येन मामुपयान्ति ते, येन मामुपयान्ति ते, येन माम् उपयान्ति ते, येन माम् उपयान्ति ते। नेक्स्ट श्लोक। तेषाम् एवानुकम्पार्थं, तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थं, 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 अहमज्ञानजन्तमः, 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 नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः, 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 ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता, ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता, ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता, ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। टुगेदर। श्रीभगवानुवाच तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं, येन मामुपयान्ति ते, तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः, नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः, ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। अगेन श्रीभगवानुवाच तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं, येन मामुपयान्ति ते, तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः, नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः, ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। Tesham, I'm directly entering to the meaning. Tesham, to those people who, by the practice of what is said so far, Satata Yuktanam, that always they are in touch with me only. This has come in the 9th chapter also. Tesham Nityaviyuktanam, Ananya Chintayanto Mam, Ejana Paripasate, Tesham Nityaviyuktanam. What is said there as Nityaviyuktanam is said is here Satata Yuktanam. Okay. So what is the thing there? Satata Yuktanam. Therefore, they are so much with their faculties are involved in the God. As said in the earlier shloka, Machitta Madgata Prana, such a beautiful devotees they are. From their mind, from their activity, all other worldly involvements have gone away. There were 24 hours of them with all the faculties. Only they are doing those things which are related to the God. That way, Satata Yukta. Steadfast always in the tuning to God. Like the money earning people, Satata Yukta with the money. And how to earn the money, how to increase the money, where to invest the money, where to save the money. तो उसको money में सतत युक्तता हो गया. He doesn't think about anything else. Wherever he is invited, हाँ भाई business कैसे बढ़ाए वही देखता है वो. So to a person of enjoyment, भोग, उसको कहाँ क्या खाऊं, क्या enjoy करूं, सतत युक्तम in that. छोटा फेलो हु इज वेरी लेजी स्लीपी, टाइम मिलते सो जाएगा, कहीं बैठ जाएगा वो, सतत युक्त. So to somebody infatuated by somebody, सतत युक्त, सुबह उठते ही पहले फोन देखना उनका कोई मैसेज आया कि नहीं, दिन में रात को, all the time thinking about the other. Is it not? If you have understood through the examples, here also that person who is therefore tuned all the time to Lord Krishna only while doing all these things, and other than it he has no other business in the world. He is no, when satata yukta ho gaya Bhagavan ke liye, satata means always. There's no time then for anything other than Bhagavan. So धीरे धीरे हमको भगवान का मच्चित्ता मदगत प्राणा करते करते वो 100% हमारे लाइफ में वो ही होना चाहिए, उसके अलावा और कुछ होना ही नहीं चाहिए. That's called as satata yuktanam or nityabhiyuktanam. Now their whole inner world is focused only in what I have to do to the Lord, what I have to serve the Lord with, what I have to make naivedya for him, what puja I have to do him. Because machittavatu pranaha. And his attention is nowhere in any of the outer objects. Okay, that's the meaning of satata yuktana. तो याद रखना, by involving in the things related to God through the faculties, fully engrossed in it, we are not aware of anything outer things. Just like the cricket match, finals, India and arch rivals, just few hours, the India is at the verge of winning, yet there is a tough competition. How you become satata yukta in that TV that nothing else is remembered by you. So too you are playing any of the sports yourself. When you are playing basketball or volleyball, कितना वो उधर से सर्व कर रहा है, कैसे उसको लेना है, एक दूसरे को पास करना है, उसके कोर्ट में डालना है. When you play the hockey or football, how much you are satata yukta. If you are playing by yourself, tennis में पेल के satata yukta, where that fellow is serving, how to send it back at the point. At that time, you don't count how many people are there in the audience looking and all. Only onto that one. You understood it? In that same way, when you are engrossed, the engrossing ka result should be nothing other than that should be in the mind. Underline this point. You have forgotten about the world. All the time you are involved only in Bhagavan. Like a good pujari, when he does puja to God, good pujari means who's really experienced and matured one. When he's doing puja to God, he is not seeing who are the bhaktas there, who will give you the money, who will not give you the money. That is not there in that pujari. ऐसे पुजारी का आप देखोगे, he is only yukta in doing, not aware of the world. This is very crucial point, because on this only the next point depends. सतत युक्त जब हम होते हैं, उसका अर्थ हमारा इंटरेस्ट फ्रॉम एवरीथिंग एल्स हैज गॉन अवे एंड वी आर ओनली इन्वॉल्व ओनली इन द भगवान. Negative another example, when the people play and the TV, the video games or even tash patta, totally they are engrossed in the world, that only. इससे भी बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है चेस प्लेइंग वाला, सतत युक्त, he just observing other fellow what step is putting, what I have to put. Whole world is forgotten that time. Importance is forgetting the world. Clear? Satata yuktanam, always by all means, only through the machitta ityadi, they are yukta, tuned only to me. Point 1. Tesham satata yuktanam, to such people. And while tuning to me, whatever the bhajana I told you earlier, Bhagavan says, all of that he is doing preeti purvakam. Okay? That means what? Preeti purvakam is very essential. One, with all loving devotional attitude he is doing from his side. And second is what? He is doing all of them to please the Lord, not expecting any dhana daulat from the Lord. प्यार से कर रहा है, भगवान को प्रसन्न करने के लिए कर रहा है. समझ गए? He is not doing out of frustration or compulsion or hurry-wariness. Slowly, steadily, with all the love he is doing. And he is doing not to ask the Lord any of the objects or any of the wealth. That's called a प्रीति पूर्वक. तो प्यार से मेरे खुशी के लिए करना, मेरे को आनंद देने के लिए. प्रीति has got two words. Preeti is to please others. Preeti is from my side, doing lovingly. Like I have to do Geetha. Preeti Purvakam means from my side, lovingly I do. Second, only to please you I do. I have nothing to gain from you. आपको खुश करने के लिए कर रहा हूं, आपसे कुछ पाने के लिए नहीं कर रहा हूं. That's a Preeti Purvakam. And from my side, I am doing with full love and devotion to Geetha. So the one who does all the above said bhajanas, Preeti Purvakam. And Satatam, always in that only one is engrossed. To him or to such person, now Bhagavan says what he is going to give. If these two are not there, casually we are doing, superficially we are doing, while doing our attention in the world outside, and we are doing with selfishness and expectation, and there's an ego in us, there's no loving way of approach, then this result will not come, which is going to tell now in the next line. तो हमेशा करने वाला, प्यार से करने वाला, बिना कोई स्वार्थ का, मेरे खुशी के लिए करने वाला. क्लियर? सतत युक्ता नाम हमेशा करने वाला, प्रीतिपूर्वकम प्यार से करने वाला, प्रीतिपूर्वकम टू प्लीज द लॉर्ड इज डूइंग, not to expect anything from him, not to expect anything from him, not to ask for any boons from him. Why? Because if you ask for the boons, that he will give, but not what he wants to give. What he wants to give is jnanam and mukti. वो नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि your mind is somewhere else. Therefore, we have to be very careful in doing the bhajan of the Lord. If you want mukti, that is through jnanam. Mukti and jnanam is given to us by the Lord. Lord will give only when we don't ask anything else. If anything else we ask, he will give that only. And you get it and you go away into again the world from where you came to discover the God. Is it not? We are talking about from 7th chapter onwards, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Then the Rajavidya, Vidya it is. It's here also, 10th also. I am telling about me only, O Lord, O Arjuna. Suno. So we are here to know the God and become one with Him. No? That is through Jnanam. So for that, if you have to be available for the Lord to bless, you should not ask Him anything else. Therefore here, प्रीति पूर्वकम भजताम इज वेरी एसेंशियल. प्यार से कर रहे हो और कुछ मांग नहीं रहे हो. उससे पहले सतत युक्ता नाम, fully engaged yourself busily only in these things related to God. तो भगवान के रिलेटेड मच्चित्ता मदगदा प्राणा में 24 घंटे रहना, वो भी प्यार से करना और भगवान को खुश करने के लिए, एंड नॉट टू एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम हिम. इफ दीज थिंग्स आर फुलफिल्ड, देन व्हाट विल द लॉर्ड ब्लेस अस इज दिस वन. व्हाट ही सेज इज की dadami, I will give them. What is that? Buddhi yogam dadami. Like karma yoga, bhakti yoga, ashtanga yoga, like that. Bhagavan says buddhi yogam dadami. What is the buddhi yogam? Means what? Buddhi means what? The correct knowledge about the truth reality, which is Bhagavan himself. Okay? Correct understanding about what is the truth, what is the reality, what is its role or presence, how it is present in the entire world. That buddhi is the buddhi, and in which doubtless clarity about the Lord is there. With that buddhi, he will yoke us. So बुद्धि योग आपको दे देंगे, मतलब परमात्मा को समग्र रूप से क्लियरली डाउटलेसली समझने वाले चीज को बुद्धि कहते हैं. दैट बुद्धि भगवान गिव्स अस. एंड व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दैट बुद्धि? देखो, ये ना बाय दैट बुद्धि ते such people माम उपयांति, they will come and discover me, they become one with me. Okay, they will experience me. So buddhiyogam dadami yena mam upayantite. Buddhiyogam dadami yena mam upayantite. Buddhiyogam dadami yena mam upayantite. So I'll give them that vision of the truth, that strength and ability to meditate, by which te mam upayanti, they will come and merge with me, they will discover me, they will experience me. That buddhi yoga I will give. Once you experience the God, you are one with Him, then you will see the whole world is He only. Whole world is you only. Then nothing other than you. Then where are the desires? Where are the angers? Where are the quarrels? All those mental projections are born out of the ignorance about the Lord, that He is one without second and is our own self. But with this bhajana of Macchitta Madhya Prana, when we are Satata Yukta and Priti Purakam, Bhagavan says, I will bless them with Buddhi Yoga, with which they correctly apprehend me and they do the required sadhana meditation, and they experience me also as their own self. Once that is achieved, there is no bondage. This is the phala Bhagavan wants to give to those who are always are engaged in Paramatma's bhajana. That also satatam and priti yuktena. And that is Machita Madhuda Prana. And base for all of that is Aham Sarvasya Prabhaha Matta Sarvam Pravartate, that knowledge. So Aham Sarvasya Prabhavaha Matta Sarvam Pravartate, ye knowledge ko base mein rakhkar, those who are doing Machita Madhuda Pranaha, upasana to the Lord, bhajana to the Lord, with satata yuktata and priti purvakam, to them Bhagavan gives the Buddhi Yoga, in which what exactly is the Lord, how the Lord is to be achieved or experienced, those clarities will come. When that are practiced by him, te mamapayanti, they will experience me having done that knowledge practice through Buddhi Yoga, given by me, called as Buddhi Yoga. तो मैं उनको बुद्धि योग देता हूं, उससे वो मेरे को पहुंच जाते हैं. मेरे को पहुंचाना मीन्स दे रीच टू मी, दे डिस्कवर मी एज एवरीथिंग, दे डिस्कवर देयर वननेस विथ मी. Now they are separate. They think they are body. They think they are mind. They are other than the world. They are other than the substratum. Different ignorant related notions such person is there. But he discovers that he is not all this body, mind, intellect. He is that God only, which is supporting not only one body, mind, intellect, but the whole universe, yet untouched by it. That experience you will get it. Okay, now the second sloka is the continuation of it, but it takes 12-15 minutes for me to talk. Though we chanted it today, I thought of doing it. It will be a little heavy for you. Tomorrow we'll see. तेषामेव अनुकंपार्थम अहम अज्ञानजम तमः नाशयामि आत्मभावस्था ज्ञान दीपेन भास्वता. तो एक शब्द मैं कल देखता हूँ. ठीक है, टुडे विल स्टॉप हियर. थैंक यू फॉर दिस गीता. Be regular, be attentive, pay some time and mind and attention, listen 3-4 times, try to grasp. Mantra ko bhi chant karo. Every word you become familiar with it. Every word's literal meaning you must know. Total meaning of the sentence, meaning of the sloka. Through that, what Lord is conveying us to do and reach. In this exercise, your intellect becomes so sharp, subtle, and deeper and expansive, and to understand the higher and greater possibilities in life. नहीं पढ़ोगे तो like an any useless fellow. पढ़ाई किया, education, going to job, getting money, eating with that whatever to be bought, and living and having children, one day dying. Any ignorant animal fellow doing that only, no? Don't you want to have a higher goal, higher vision, higher possibilities, higher ambitions, higher aims, which are beyond the worldly things? And the highest of them is knowing the Lord, becoming one with the Lord, coming out of all the limitations, attachments. Is it not? Cannot be that. Can't you have that goal, spiritual? Why can't you? Being Indian, you are born in Sanatana Dharma. तुमको तो वही goal होना चाहिए. You are misguided by your parents and everyone that keep everything else as the goal. And who those who have achieved all the goals, mentioned by your parents, are they happy? Are they contented? Are they permanently in the bliss? Are they free from any tensions, worries, anxieties, and fears of death and all? Pucho. If your father tells you become engineer, catch all the crore engineer of the whole world. Are they fulfilled in their life? No. If your father tells you become doctor, pucho, sorry, doctor. Are they contented in themselves? Are they finding that fulfillment? No. But ask a saint who has discovered the self. He says, I am contented, I am happy. There's nothing beyond to reach to me. I am blissful, I am infinite. Therefore, the right counseling is this only. Aim at God as the goal. But to reach to that goal, to exhaust our own inner tendencies, vasanas, and you have to reciprocate to the world for whatever you seeing for it from the world. Some vritti you have to take up and do justice to that. That's it. That should not become a goal. Like I'm giving this vritti. I'm doing this vritti of giving Gita classes to you. This is not my goal. Other than this, I can't do anything to reciprocate to the world what they are giving me. Therefore, I'm doing, but this is not my goal. My goal is the permanent Bhagavan only. I can't wait 24 hours. And I have to pay back to the society which is giving me so much. The life it is giving me food. So I can't do any naukari. So what I can do? Talk on Gita. This is my service. This is my livelihood. This is only vritti. This is not the goal for me. Not even my goal that you all should educate in Gita and all you become realized. उससे मेरे को क्या मिलने वाला? That is my suggestion to you, loving. My goal is not your realization. My goal is my realization. You have to keep it as your goal. Is it clear? How we have to be very, very pakka in our life. Yena mam upayanti te, that I am explaining. That by which they reach to me, which is ultimate goal. Don't get misguided in the world. That's how we have to be. And do everything, but not as a goal. Goal is only reaching the divine, reaching our own essential self, reaching the substratum of everything. Whichever the way you like to be told, you listen, but the meaning of all of that is one only. And the most important point for the more higher serious seekers is what? It is only by God's grace that the buddhi will come, which will take us to Bhagavan's experience. And that grace will come when we do his bhajana. And bhajana is machita madhura pranaha. And with how we have to do? Priti purvakam satata yukta. And that also with the background knowledge of aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartita. The complete thing is shown. Tomorrow we'll see. Bhagavan says, I'll enter their heart and light the lamp of knowledge. A beautiful shloka. Having this done, Krishna, what he wanted to say is over. Now Arjuna takes over, praises the Lord for 8-9 shlokas. Then he asks, yes, I want to do your bhajana. Tell me which are your vibhutis. In what and what I have to see you and do the bhajana to you. And in what way? By which my mind is freed from the wrong notions of something called as world is existing other than God. If at all it is there, it's only for Vyavahara, but not reality. Reality is Bhagavan only. To that level I have to reach. For that, how I have to do Vibhuti Upasana? Please tell me. When Arjuna asks, Bhagavan will give those 73 upadhis, 72. That will be after Arjuna's 8-9 slokas of praise and gratitude to God, which will take 3 or 4 days for us. So tomorrow this thing will conclude Bhagavan's teaching and summarize to you everything. Then Arjuna ne kya kaha Bhagavan say, those 8 slokas we may study for 5-6 days. Then the vibhutis one by one we'll see. 72 are there, daily 5-6 are that which karo, to ho jayega. Nothing more to explain in that. Only to give you the idea. कि ऐसा ऐसा है भगवान का विभूति उसका ऐसा उपासना करो. Please listen these things 3-4 times, then only unambiguous clarity comes to you. But once the clarity comes that this is what you have to achieve, this is the way you have to achieve, you are the Raja of your life. A person who has got spiritual goal clear, understood, spiritual path clearly understood, fully inspired and walking on that path, he is the monarch of the entire universe. Otherwise, you may be a king of your own town, but other town nobody will care you. You may be PM of the whole country, but the other country will hate you only. In the country only the opposition party will pull you down. But a Brahmagnani, he is in that bliss and beatitude of infinite. Okay, let us see tomorrow. Now in today's, what do we do? Second topic of our common sense thought. Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om God. In the common sense thought today, the mind's mischief of not wanting to or unable to drop the past experiences, mainly the bad ones, and thus not allowing us to fully involve in the present with full enthusiasm to perform for the beautiful, glorious future. Mind's mischief of inability to drop past bitter experiences. Therefore, in the present, not able to perform well to create a glorious future. This is the mischief of mind. Common sense thought is what? Solution for it. What is the solution for it? At that time, we were immature. Therefore, that mistake happened through us. Therefore, we were failures. From that, we have learned now and we have dropped that whole experience. In the present, we are doing our best for a glorious future. In this way, with intellectual clarity of understanding, being alert in the present, we have to perform. It is generally when you and your goal and your work is there. Same is with the people. With somebody you fought. That's because of that person's bevakufi or your own experience was over. But no, you don't carry the load of that. That's the mischief of the mind. When you carry the load of it, when you look at that person, you create a hatred and you don't talk to him and put a frowning chimpanzee face, orangutan face. Otherwise, also it is like that only. No need for any special costumes. No need. You have to have the ability developed just to drop that experience and say hi good morning to that person. He'll be surprised. अरे कल लड़ाई होगा कि तुमसे फिर से मैं बात कैसे बात करो. Swami told us to forget all the nonsense of the past. It's over. It was my mistake or your mistake. But now I have to work with you. We have to live together, stay together, make a good life future. If nothing, say for sake of nothing, at least a good friend I can have in you. Or myself developing the skill of to be a friend, even though the other person doesn't reciprocate. You know, how to learn that? I'm doing it. Never I have given up our bitter experience yesterday, day before. You know, either these negative experiences remembered and we feel guilty, or positive experiences we remember and become arrogant and become inadvertent and commit the accident. Both are mischiefs of the mind. Is it not? Don't allow them. Especially the non-positive वाला. बस हो गया तो हो गया छोड़ दो. Some people driving the car scooter. तो accident हो गया first day. Then they are so afraid. मैं इसको करना ही नहीं है दोबारा. Swimming mainly. पानी नाक कान में गया. Oh, I don't know. I will drown only. I will never learn. So you will never learn only. Somebody went for interview. वो ठीक तरह जवाब नहीं दिया. डांट दिया उसने. हर जगह डांट पड़ेगी मेरे को. इसलिए he will be demoralized. No, never the past failures too should color our present performance. From past failures, you learn and improve your performance. So, mind's mischief of not able to forget the past bitter experiences. Therefore, the regrets or guilts or fears do not allow us to do in the present the activities or the works in a better manner so that you are not getting a great, glorious future. What to do? Whatever happened in the past at that time because some immaturity that has happened, now we have learned lesson from it. Now good opportunities there in the present. Let us perform in the best manner so that the best result comes. This is our today's common sense thought required for the youth. Because when you in this world are there, so many undertakings you do, and many of them you can't succeed because of highness of the competition. High tight competition is there, बेचारे आपको. And then जब हर जगह तो दुखी हो जाते हो वो नहीं मिला मेरे को ये नहीं हुआ इवन यू हैव फेल्ड 100 टाइम्स 100 टाइम फेल का एक्सपीरियंस है ना उसको यूज करो 100th टाइम अटेम्प्ट यू विल डेफिनेटली सक्सीड नेवर गिव अप नो गेट डोंट गेट demoralized by the past failures it is not the way of a successful person focuses on learning preparing performing and that goal उसका दृष्टि उसी पे होता है you will not be worried, brooded about the failures, even the successes also. You know that cricket captains, the wise ones. Yeah, you won the last match. What is your thinking about this match? He says that victory is dropped there only. Today, match is fresh, day is fresh, competition is fresh, new venue is fresh, the pitch is fresh, the players are different, the type of game is different. Therefore, we are all fresh to learn and perform today. He's a wise captain. If the other fellow, हाँ लास्ट टाइम हम हार गए हमको डर लग रहा है अब भी हारेंगे then you will be हारोगे only. Or the other fellow says, yeah, we could defeat the team very substantially. Therefore, we are now full on the top. This match will definitely win again. And that will create the accident in you. You become inadvertent. वो लोग हराएंगे. India used to lose matches all like that only. They are always afraid of the bowling of West Indies, bowling of Australia, their batting. इसलिए जीतने वाले मैच भी हार जाते थे. Only it is after 95, 96 we started winning matches. Maybe 2000 का. उससे पहले because of the weakness in the players. Why? because they used to remember the past failures. अब ट्रेंड बदल गया. Youngsters have become so dynamic. They just drop everything and afresh on that day. This is what a common sense man should do. Okay, we were immature at that time. Mistakes have happened. So some punishment also came. So fresh now. Whether it is with your own self, your own performances, or when you are dealing with the people. Otherwise, many youngsters attempt, fail, carry the load of guilt, can't perform in the present. Therefore, they continue habitually become a failure only. That should not happen to you. Listen to this thought 2 3 times. Thank you. Now, our Mahalakshmi Ashtakam today, the sloka number 7. What is that? Padmasana Sthite Devi. Mother is seated on the Padma Asana. The lotus is her place where she sits. Padma Asana Sthite. Lotus में बैठती है महालक्ष्मी. Then Parabrahma Swarupini, even though she as a Jagannatha gives us the Rupa, comes to us and gives darshan in the Rupa and blesses us with everything, heart in heart, who is she? She is Parabrahma only, the supreme truth or reality. Therefore, Parama Ishi, Parameshi means she is the one under whose control all the world is running. And being a feminine, Jagannatha. She is the mother of the whole world, mother to me also. Therefore, Te Namaha Astu. To such you, my salutations. So the Padmasana Sthita is for concentration and forming her form in our heart. Parabrahma Swarupini, knowing that she is beyond all the name and form, the reality. Parameshi, because of her only the whole world is continuing, including whatever is happening in my life. Jagannatha, but she like a mother only blesses all of us. So let her bless me too to come out of all my negativities and failures to get the positive and successes. Therefore, I am doing pranams to you, Mother. Give me the Jnana Dhanam, give me the Satguna Dhanam, give me the outer real Dhanam, give me the Dhanam of the opportunity, name and fame. You being Lakshmi, you can give all Dhanam. Give me. And I'll use it again to serve you. In this way, we have to pray this shloka. Okay, let us chant Om Mahalakshmi Anugrahena Paramatma Anubhavam Bhagavata Devatanam Darshana Praptyartam Sanatana Vishwayaptyartam Ye Sanatana Dharma Stapane Nishtidaha Tesham Vijayartham Samasta Yuvanamapi Tesham Sankalpita Satkaram Sadigvijayartham Tesham Hrudaye Daiva Desha Dharma Sanatan Dharma Mata Pitru Bhakti Dwara सत्प्रवर्तना द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थंच श्री महालक्ष्मीष्टकांतर्गत श्लोकस्य पारायणं जपरूपेण करिष्यामहे 6 times. ओम पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणे परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातः महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. One more shloka, then we have 3 Falashrutis. Shloka tomorrow I'll tell you, Falashruti day after, in which after doing so, the whole stotram once will chant. Learn all this beta. This is how we tune to the Lord, become qualified for the blessings. Thus the life becomes full of all outer and inner richnesses. So you don't lack anything, you don't suffer anything. Life will be happy, blissful. Think about it. So this is a Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. That's the common sense start. Mind's mischief of making us not forget all past failures and don't allow us to perform properly in the present. Again, getting us the horde of failures only. The solution is what? Ho gaya so ho gaya. Now afresh we are learning from the past mistakes, perform well in the present, look for success. Even if your failure comes, again, never mind, we have attempted. That's why always in a higher positive mood of performance only, not the negative mood of withdrawal. That's the whole story of our common sense thought today. And in Gita, Bhagavan says, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. I'll give them the Buddhi Yoga. Te Mam Upayanti. By that they will experience me, reach me. Who? The ones who are doing my bhajana with all the time Satata Yukti and also Priti Purvakam. And through Machita Matka Prana, keeping in background the knowledge, Aham Sarasa Prabhaha, Matta Sarvam Pravartate. This is the Gita today. Good that you are coming regularly. May all of us have got the Shuddha Sattva Guna to grasp all this. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapriyat Shanto Muchid Vandebhya Muktaschanyan Vimojit Asato Masat Gamay Tamasoma Jyotirgamay Murtyor Mahamartangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamachite Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Paramarshabhyo Namaha Brahmane Namaha Shruti Matre Namaha Gita Matre Namaha Sri Krishna Brahmane Namaha Vedavyasa Maharshi Namaha समस्त गीताचार्य गीता भक्ति पाठक नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। बोल श्री भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति की जय। समस्त श्रुति परंपरा की जय। गुरु परंपरा की जय। आध्यात्मिक परंपरा की जय। समस्त युवा पीढ़ी की जय। समस्त श्रोता गण की जय। Thank you. See you tomorrow.